I'm Kevin Zhang. One thing I'm still genuinely trying to figure out is how to grow at UCLA and transition from a New England boarding school to a big university like UCLA without rushing to define myself too quickly. I know I'm interested in economics, analytics, the interdisciplinary learning, culture, and performing arts. I also know I care a lot about building communities where people feel like they belong. At Andover, I found that through different roles, like dorm prefect, empathy, balance, and inclusion class teaching assistant, cluster co-president, varsity golfer, and a youth golf access advocate. But UCLA is a much bigger environment than any I've been in before. There are so many classes, professors, student organizations, research opportunities, and communities. That is exciting, but also makes me wonder, how do I choose opportunities that fits my interdisciplinary interests? How do I ask questions in a 300 student classroom and still build close relationships with world-class professors? How do I connect my research interests in business, sports leadership, and creativity into a future that feels meaningful? That is why the college scholar stands out to me. A smaller cohort, peer community, and mentor would help me understand UCLA beyond the surface, like how to choose classes thoughtfully, approach professors, find meaningful opportunities, and make decisions with purpose instead of trying to do everything. I would not only come looking to receive guidance, I would come ready to contribute. At Andover, I learned that community building happens from the ground up, one group at a time. As a dorm prefect, I help younger students transition from homesickness to find their belongings. Sometimes that meant small moments like organizing hide and seek in the dorm backyard bushes, fishing derbies, snow and sculpture competitions, or doing a few magic tricks as an icebreaker before dorm meetings after a long week of study. Sometimes it meant quiet conversations with dorm mates, learning to make decisions and live independently for the first time. As an empathy, balance, and inclusion seminar teaching assistant, I also learned that leadership is not performance. When students disengage with polished presentation slides, I shifted lecture into a co-learning and redesign topics around real day life stresses like academic pressure, lack of sleep, fear of failure, identity, and effective communication. As cluster co-president, I learned to listen first, notice what was unspoken in the room, and help peers speak more comfortably during their disciplinary process. Sometimes it means just a high five across the class or sit next to them during the dining hall. Through Youth on Course, golf became more than my own sport. It became a way to expand discipline, confidence, and opportunity for young players who might not otherwise have it. These experiences taught me that I grow best in the community, but also that I have a responsibility to help that community grow together. At UCLA, I hope a mentor and peer community would help me work through uncertainty with students who are also ambitious, curious, and reflective. I would also try to be that kind of peer for others, someone who listens, shares honestly, and helps make a large place feel more personal by bringing humility, initiative, and a commitment to build belonging to college scholars. Thank you.